Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to Devotions today. We're in the book of Mark still, chapter 1, and there's a beautiful little incident that I'd like to speak to you about today. But first of all, we've just seen how John the Baptist came on the scene announcing Jesus. Jesus, we see being baptized by John in the Jordan and God's words of approval being spoken of him. Jesus going out into the desert to be tempted of the devil, and he passed that test so very well. And then Jesus comes back and he begins his public ministry. And the people in Capernaum, where Jesus preached at the synagogue, were so impressed with two things. First of all, he taught with authority that the scribes and the Pharisees did not have. And then he chased demons out of people because of the authority of the position that he holds as being the Son of God. They saw him coming. They said, "We know who you are, Jesus, and we're afraid of you. Jesus, be gentle on us." And Jesus cast those demons out. So we see two aspects of authority of Jesus: authority of teaching, authority against the demonic realm that is out there. But today we get another picture of Jesus in a healing authority. Let me read to you this next bit of passage here. It says this at verse 29. As soon as they left the synagogue, this is where we left yesterday, chasing out the demons, they went with James and John to the home of Simon and Andrew. Simon's mother-in-law was in bed with a fever, and they told Jesus about her. So he went to her. He took her hand and helped her up. The fever left her, and she began to wait on them. That evening after sunset, the people brought to Jesus all the sick and the demon-possessed. The whole town gathered at the door, and Jesus healed many who had various diseases. He also drove out many demons, but he would not let the demons speak because they knew who he was. He didn't need the demons to tell the world who he was or why he had come. He didn't need them to do that. He was going to do that himself. But here's the deal. We've seen Jesus' authority to teach, authority over the demonic realm. And now we see Jesus' power and authority to be able to heal. And he begins his healing ministry with a lady with a fever. She probably had a cold. She probably had a bit of flu, maybe. And Jesus' compassion went out to her. And he went into the room and he took her by the hand and he helped her up. And he healed her of a cold. Now, I don't know if it was really a cold, but it certainly wasn't cancer. And Jesus healed this woman of something that was relatively small. Good people, there's nothing small with Jesus. Jesus cares about every aspect of our lives. And Jesus is beginning to show his power and authority in the fact that he's able to heal. You know, he made us. Psalm 139 tells us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And in our mother's wombs, Jesus healed us. Sorry about the Egyptian geese, but they're performing today. But Jesus healed. He made us. Psalm 139 tells us Jesus, he's the one who's created us. For goodness sake, if he created us, can't he fix us when we go wrong physically? And when we come to him and we ask him to do that, that should be our first port of call. We run off to everybody else, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a great thing to go and see authorities who understand the realm of medicine. That's common sense. But let's go to Jesus and remember that he's concerned about the littlest of little things, and let's ask him and trust him, and let's see what Jesus does first. Now, it says there that he healed many of them. Now, this is not a cop-out, but Jesus heals many of those who go. I wish he healed all. Man, I've prayed for people for healing and believing that God is able to do that. But God has chosen otherwise. He's chosen not necessarily to heal in that particular way. But I guess that's where we as human beings have to learn what it means to trust God with even the things that we don't understand, with the things that we don't always get from him. We just continue to hold on to believe that he is who he is. He is able to heal many of those who we ask. But I love the fact that Jesus' journey here is a picture to the people of his absolute authority. Don't worry about the disease stuff. Jesus has ultimate authority to teach the truth, to chase the demons, and the demons are petrified of him. and then ultimately to heal those who come to him and ask. So today, apply that in the situation and the context where you are, in what you live. Jesus is concerned when you have a cold. Crazy, isn't it, eh? I thought he'd be concerned with the issues that are going on around the world in Ukraine and Russia and all these other tragic places. But apparently Jesus is big enough and wonderful enough and caring enough to worry about the simple things that you and I have to face day by day. Get that picture of God, a God of ultimate authority, but a God who cares absolutely intimately for every smallest little detail of our lives, remembering this, that he's the God of total authority to teach, to run away the demons, and also to heal. We'll pick up more as we move through the book. Have a fantastic day, guys. Bye-bye.